Hello everyone, so now I would like to give the training. So this is for the follow-up advocates part 3, and we're gonna talk about the source candidates. So the source candidates, counterpart candidates, is what I call the source candidates. It comes after when there is gravitational alert. First you have message preliminary that happen within minutes. So after a gravitational wave is detected, you have the message within minutes. Then remember that Grandma will automatically provide an observation plan, either with styling, either with galaxy targeting. That will happen from 10 to 40 minutes after the first message. And the team needs to observe this within 24 hours. After that, there is no need to observe. But because of this search, there will be some candidate within the counterpart that will be found, either by Grandma, either by other team. And this is what we call GW source candidate. So either by other team, either by Grandma. And we ask the telescopes team of Grandma to observe them within 72 hours. So this is two types of observation, or even three types: galaxy tilings within 24 hours, and then gravitational sources candidate within 74 hours. After this, so this step, why is this step? It's just to find if among these source candidates there is the counterpart of the gravitational wave alert, and we just follow up this one. But for that, we need to observe them to see how it will fade, to see if this source candidate is the gravitational wave counterpart, or finally it's just a supernova or something like that. Remember, we have done that already with Think during the training. Remember, Think paper, and etc. etc. So this source candidate, just to recap if someone is lost. So we have the 90% credible region provided by LIGO Virgo, okay? Then we're gonna pave it, or we're gonna check some interesting galaxies, and then this first step leads to some source candidate that we will follow. So which means that all the telescope of Grandma cannot observe all these sources. The number of sources can vary, like from 0 to I don't know what, to 20, let's say 20, 50. It depends from different teams, so it's not only Grandma, in the others. And sometimes during the follow-up, we see that it's not the gravitational wave counterpart, or other teams say, oh no, it's not the gravitational wave counterpart, and so we need to stop observation also in Grandma. So how do you know that it is interesting? Why Grandma will follow this gravitational wave candidate? So I'm just here, okay? Gravitational wave candidate sources. Okay, so why do we need that it is interesting? So we will read the GCN. Maybe in the message sent by other teams, they say, yeah, it's so nice, it's so interesting, maybe it's sure there is high probability that this is the counterpart. So serious, grow, Grandma. Sometimes in the message provided by the other team, it is, yeah, maybe this is just, but we don't know the color. Yeah, this is okay. We just send 1 or 2 telescopes of Grandma. Also, if you would like to say, do I ask Grandma to follow up this source candidate or not, you need to tell how many sources we are already observing Grandma. If we have already 5 sources and this source is not very interesting, it's not worth to trigger Grandma. And then ask, if you're lost, ask your weekly coordinator, like always, that will tell you what to do. So I just put in this paper the timeline, just to be sure that you have understood. So imagine that, oh no, this is not this one. This is imagine that we are at this alert. So you remember GW is not starting with GW, is starting with S. This is the 3rd June 23. So imagine that we are in that situation. There is a gravitational wave alert coming. The first effect, for example, receives the gravitational wave alert. So he received it and he received the plan. He decided to follow up or not. Okay. Then the follow-up advocate number 2, so for example it is you. You won't just like just wait, oh, I'm waiting another alert, remember? You will maybe send the plan of galaxy for telescope that were during daytime during that time, but need to observe something. Okay, so this is you that decide whether or not they will observing regarding how it goes, if the sources is very interesting or not. Then we have FA number 3. So because they have been already starting observation done, since 12 hours, you know, because from the FA1 to FA3 there is 12 hours. Maybe there is some candidate proposed by grandma or externally. To be honest, we are trying to provide candidate from grandma, but usually we can't, so we just follow up candidate from the external community. But this is a secret, okay? So remember that, so imagine that there is a team that say, yeah, I have a source candidate from GW. So this comes from FA3, but still from this alert. So you need to do something. And then FA number 4, he also look at the GCN, so the report from other team, and he saw that there is another interesting alert, so he will deal with this source candidate. But FA3 can also maybe, FA4 can also look at this candidate number 1. So this is really a team, okay? You just need not to wait and, yeah, you need to contact people. And maybe FA number 4 will see that finally source candidate number 1 is not anymore interesting to follow up, so he needs to stop things within grammar. So now, just as a recap, because I like to make recap for you, I just need my paper. So now I will show in the computer how to do this different step. See what the other team are doing, or grammar. Register the source on skyportal, whether or not we're gonna follow up with grammar, how to stop observation in grammar, and check the photometry. Okay, so let's go now. So first, remember in my just presentation, we go to NASA GCN.gov. You have this page, so you need to first sign in. I don't show how to sign in. Everyone know how to sign in to a website. And for example, you go then to profile, email notification, I think, and I turn off, so it was off, I turn off and turn on Circular. Okay, so this is a thing that you need to do so that you will receive by email all the message from NASA, GCN NASA, and in GCN NASA you will receive this kind of image. You see, so maybe I go. Okay, I go. So the last message that was sent to all the list was Fermi Gamma Ray Burst Monitor Trigger. Okay, nothing related with GW. The last one, GRB. Okay, nothing related to GW. Amon coincident alert. No, not GW. LIGO Virgo. Yeah, GW. S230522N. Global Master Net Observation. So usually we don't care about master, so we don't take care. And then there is this one associated to this alert. So you see master was associated to 0522N. And here it is associated to 18H. So for example, I am the shifter, I look at this GCN, so he said blah 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 blah. So he said that swift observation candidates began 73 hours, so you see it's very old, but no matter what, we're gonna try to say, imagine that it's very interesting, we're gonna try to record this targets no, it's not very interesting because we don't have the coordinates, so I will find another example nicer. So where is so this one, so we look at 21K. Okay, and he proposed 2 candidates and these are the coordinates. Okay, so I go to iCare and I go down. You see, add a source, grammar, yeah, object. So object is this one, we say, So I took that name. If there is two names, you just select your favorite one. Okay. So, okay. So then you tell me right association, declination. So right association. Up. Up. Declination. Submit. I submit. Source save. So usually I advise you to always reload a bit the page. So we are happy because there is a new source. It's my source that I have added. If you would like, because we see the photometry, so the photometry is 15.56J, you can go to this page. To that page, because here we just create the coordinate and we can upload photometry via the form. Here you will select grandma, observation date, the one that were set, so sometimes they don't say it, but yeah, maybe this one. If it is it needs to be in UTC, so you need to convert it. I don't do it now. What is important is to have the origin, the instrument you click on generic, okay? Because generic is the GCN, generic GCN. Okay, and then when the form is done, you click to submit. So this is what you need to do. And then to ask a telescope's team to observe, so it's like, hi, I have created this source for, and you can put the here the subject so that we know where it's come from, etc., etc. So once again, up, and number. Okay. And then this is I care, yeah. And if it's really interesting, you can wake up everyone by saying go grandma, probability 1. And then if I go back to dashboard, you see my source and go grandma. If, for example, you're on the next shifter and you show in the circular someone saying no, finally it's not very interesting, or it is like 2 days that we have no feedback from no one, you select stop grandma and you go there and you say the source is no longer interested for X and Y reason. Or you can say, or I can say, Toto, this is the name. No, Lily, can you confirm with, I don't know, TCA that, so it's a telescope that they will observe, you know, or TCA told me that they have uploaded the image in upload. You know, this kind of comments. If you want to send only an observation plan for someone, or someone from the team would like to send it to themselves, you can, for example, I select Tarot, Grandma, okay, PS1, super, perfect. I want to observe it today, and for tomorrow, and I click submit. Okay, and when I go to, so which one am I at? Here, you see I have a plan submitted. Usually there is this thing, so it's a bug, don't worry, but it is submitted. And so what does it mean? So this person, I mean, you select to Taro, so Taro is me. So if I go back to my email, you see, because it was Go Grandma, I received a first email to say that it was Go Grandma, and I received another personal message because you trigger me, you see, and also Salome and Alain. So this is the way to contact him. So people will ask me, yeah, but I don't know who is contacted, so you can go to allocation, and this is all the telescopes in Grandma. And if I go there, so allocation, okay, allocation, and you see who is registered. So the telescope team can modify this page. Maybe it's not up to date, but this is something that we can see. So something also interesting to do is, for example, this. Remember this event was associated to 18H, so you can go up and find out 18H. So for example, is a bit old, so I go through GCN, so it's GWGRB neutrino, and I put 0.3 0.5 18. Do we have something? CDH, yeah, this is this one. No, looks strange, but anyway. And here, to the corresponding alert, you can write a message. I have added a source in skyportal related to that event, and the source. Again, I check this one. Okay. For example. Okay? So this is good to always keep track on things. The question is, so I suggest from the GCN, in fact, what would be very, very good is like, you just like start, and as soon as there are GCN related to the event, you just copy back them and mention them in skyportal. So for example, if I took at, oh, so it was 21k, okay, anyway. Okay, so we cannot do that. Anyway, so just check that this is the correct event, because here this is 21k. But I make a mistake because this is not 21k, this is 18. So I made a mistake, so I can delete my comment, and I can go back to find 21k. Search 23 05 21. Okay. This is 21k. So I go there, and you can do that so that the next shifter can understand when look, and I have create some source for follow. So if, for example, the source was not interesting, but you add it, you can make a statue like not I care, so that it will help Chroma to understand. So let me see if I have sent. Yeah. So now the telescopes team, imagine that they have observed something. So remember that in the last campaign they was needed to add in the logbook their photometry. So here, if they give you the for example, TCR mentioned that the photometry is at x66. So if they told you that, or if they do that in the logbook, you can yourself, using the same formula as last time, and enter the corresponding instrument. Okay, so it's really better to do it via skyportal. Or you can look, and I will ask the telescopes team to do that, at the logbook, when normally they have uploaded a file that looks like this. When you have the source, and maybe they can provide the name of the source, maybe here, name of the source. They have provided in which filter they have observed and the magnitude. So if they provide that in a file, maybe it is easier. But any case, you, the FA, is responsible to add all the photometry that is within GCN, okay? Because you need to do that. And maybe you can, at the end of your shift, saying that I have stopped looking at GCN up to, for example, so for example, me is 97, 33 with 857, sorry, I'm 8857. Yeah. 33857, yeah. 33857, you know? So that the next shifter can't understand that you're there. Okay. Okay, so this is a big stack of the FA. Of course, you cannot be just on your screen and just like say, yeah, I'm looking at my email, but you can, look regularly, like every 2 or 3 times during your shift. Got it? The last point that I would like to show you is like with this NASA Gov Circular New, this is also the way that we will send the circular to everyone. So there was some bug during O3. This is for part number 4. It will be managed by your weekly coordinator, but at least we capture the candidate sequence. So thank you for your time. I will pause this video right now, and take care of you. Bye.